What's going on, my homies? It has been so long since I've made an Mxbikes video, and I take full responsibility for that, obviously. But no, it has. It's been a long time since I've done an Mxbikes video. It's been a long time since I made a video, period. And yeah, really, I don't have any excuse other than I just don't really know what to make videos on, but I'm going to try and get better at that, and I say that every single time I go to make videos, but I just was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, dude, I'm a perfectionist. I try and make every single video perfect, and I don't even know why, because, really, there's no need. But yeah, so before I even ramble and we get into stupid stuff, let's just get right into the video. We were riding at Lakewood or Thunder Valley, and I want to Cowie to just represent and appreciate the living legend that was born this past weekend, and my boy Ty Masterpool, bro, was just on it. And I don't have his graphics, and I should have just threw 81 on there, but you know what, we're just gonna imagine 81's on there. I don't play this game as much as I used to, and I'm not even gonna mess with any of this. I'm just gonna ride this is just a stock 250F, so it's gonna be a little harder probably to ride it, especially because I'm not really great at this game. I never really was, and I don't really play it as much as I should, to kind of just not be total garbage at it. So, and like all my other videos, this is completely live, so if I pause or stop talking, it's because I'm trying to use all the little tiny bit of focus that God gave me, and that I just do not absolutely at all possess. I have terrible focus issues. I'll ramble and ramble, and if you've been I'm dead. Oh my god. If you are any time viewer at this channel, if you've watched even one of my videos, you'll probably know that I just like to ramble about stupid stuff. But anyway, Ty Masterpool was on this weekend, dude, and it was just so impressive to watch. Anytime you watch a privateer just go bar to bar with any factory dudes, it's just mind-blowing, because I mean, you gotta think, those guys exhaust so much time to just, and by the way guys, I have not rode it. This is literally my first lap around this track. I literally got on this track, pressed record, and yeah, so I'm gonna whiff sections, I'm gonna whiff jumps, and I almost just died on that marker. But yeah, so anyway, privateers exhaust so much energy into little things that factory riders don't have to, and that's why it's so impressive. You gotta, as a privateer, we make this. We almost had her, boys. We almost had her. But yeah, as a privateer, you gotta focus on just literally everything. Unless depends how much support you have, but you gotta look at how much gas you have to get yourself to the track, just to even get there. Someone to work on your bike, unless you want to be doing mechanic duties on top of race duties, which is basically borderline impossible if you're trying to go to the pro level. Hotels, vehicle expenses, if something goes wrong with the vehicle, you have to have money to fix it, to stay on the road. It's just, hospital bills. It's just there's so much that goes into a privateer, a full-time privateer rider, and it just doesn't get it's just washed out. I feel it doesn't get the attention it deserves, really. If you're looking, we just watched a dude who always knew he had talent in the 250 class, but just being brutally honest, he was mid. He was mid in the 250 class, and that's for a lot of reasons. I know he was battling with injuries, and as a privateer in the 250 class, it's even harder, dude. You have to, those factory 250s are putting out so much more horsepower than a stock bike, that as a privateer, you're already at a horsepower disadvantage, right out of the gate, on top of everything else that goes into a bike. So and they use that, they use all that power in 250, they clear all those jumps, and you know, fire out all those turns. So you need it. But as a privateer, it like, well, not only is it super expensive, but it also, like, that takes away the reliability of the bike. It to just kind of sum it up, and well, I don't hit this triple. Oh my god, what am I doing? That was like, but yeah, whenever I say take the reliability away from it, I mean like it costs so much more to upkeep something that you're revving out all the time and you're using all of that power. Whereas a 450, you don't really need all that power. It's more like most of it, I feel like, I don't know, this is just coming from a dude who is an amateur rider and just follows the sport a pretty decent bit, but I mean, I don't know like that much at all, but I know suspension is a huge part of the 450. You could just kind of lug that motor around, and that's like what they were saying, like James was saying, or Jason, I can't remember on the show who said it, but one of them were mentioning how he said that a 450 was just way easier on the wallet to maintain and to run. So that's why I switched over. And dude, like, with the way the class is this year, and like, we're just gonna be completely honest here, you know, we don't beat around the bush in these parts. The class is like, it's empty. I mean, you're missing Mookie, you're missing Anderson, you're missing Barsha, you're missing who else do we got? Tomac. How could I forget? Like, yeah, you're missing so many top dudes, and that's why oh my gosh, as a J-Mart fan, dude, I love Jeremy Martin, man. I love everything that dude's about. His grit, like, his demeanor, his attitude, everything. You know, the dude's been around the ringer, man. Working a normal job whenever he was on injury just to keep money in the bank, dude. It's just, I don't know. I really cannot hit that triple. I can't hit it. I'm about ready to just toss my controller, man. I just cannot get that. No, that's what I wish Jeremy would have went to the 450, like Marchbanks, because I feel like he would have done so much better. So much better. I know he wanted to ride that 250 and compete. You know, Jet's out of the class. It was kind of Hunter, and obviously Jet's the more consistent of the two brothers. It's no secret, really. You know, look at Jet. He's now 6-0, and Hunter is he has 3 1s and 3 seconds. I think he's gone 1-2 every single race. So the consistency shows more on Jet's side than it does Hunter's. So I don't know. You know, obviously Jeremy wanted to run the 250s. That's what he's been running. That's what he's ran a couple of races. I think he ran Daytona on a 450 once, but other than that, he's been a 250 career guy. So I get why he would want to run the 250 class, but just looking at how undense the 450 class is, I mean, the dude definitely could have been at least pulling out top 10s. Like nothing, man. But it is what it is. I mean, what's done is done. It sucks. His arm looked like a spaghetti noodle, and he still hasn't posted anything on Instagram. I've been looking up his Instagram like day in and day out to see if he's making a post on it. We will clear this triple when I come back around. Remember how I told you I like to ramble on? Yeah, that's what. Hey, look at that! Wow, second gear cleared it. Maybe I should play this game more than I do, and I wouldn't be absolutely dog watero, my boys. But yeah, remember how I told you I like to ramble on? Moral of the story: Ty Masterpool just like blew my mind this weekend. I'm actually going to High Point this weekend. I live in PA, so I'm going to High Point this weekend. So I'm hoping he could duplicate that. That'd be awesome, man. I was so gutted. I feel like so many people don't like Ferrandis, and I actually like Ferrandis, but this weekend I was a little upset with the Frenchman, you know, taking away my boy's podium interview talk. He did get Jason Thomas, he did get the interview from, like, back behind the podium, and that would have hurt. No, it's not the same. The fans would have went just absolutely crazy if Ty was up on stage. Dude, this is another one. I just keep oversending that so much. I apologize for my riding capabilities in this game. I am trying. I just don't play this game enough to be like Linz or anybody else that's really good at this game. I can't really think of anybody besides Linz. Another note, this track's pretty cool. I mean, it's really, really, really rough, and like I said, I'm butchering it because I don't play this game enough to have any type of consistency on a track that's this rough. This track is really rough. Like, I mean, I don't even think there was a practice version. I think it's only a race version, and this track is rough, dude. Like, the braking bumps are just insane. I'm gonna try and put down. I can't talk and play. I could play and then do a voiceover, and my gameplay would look a lot better, but that's just not real. I'm also genuinely curious. I'm also just kind of curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that Hunter's going to walk away with it? Or do you guys think that Deegan or Cooper? Dude, Cooper looked good this weekend, man. Had that spill, getting pressure from Hunter. And I really don't think it was anything that Hunter caused. I know they were saying on the broadcast, like, that's what happens whenever Hunter's getting pushed. And that is what happens when you get pushed. But Cooper, I don't know. I just kind of think that was just like a little slip up. I don't think that was anything to do with being pushed. It was pretty early on the moto. I don't really. It wasn't tired. I just think it was just a little mistake. And that happens. You know, you're gonna have that. Obviously, it's gonna be chalked down as because he was being pressured. Maybe it was. I don't know. But he looked good. Like, he looked really good this weekend. So is that going to translate over to next weekend? Can we hit this without dying? Wow, we can. Only time will tell. Deegan, mid-weekend, I think he got P8, so for a rookie, I mean, it's still good. This 250 class is absolutely bonkers, and here we go again. Wow, we landed that. I don't know how we landed that. But, yeah. Mid-weekend for Deegan. Hampshire, I think, would be a threat if he just could move his house off the ground. So, because he lives in the ground, which sucks because Hampshire is a fast, dangerous dude. Like Deegan, as Stu would say, you know, he's feeling dangerous, but my boy Hampshire, he's feeling dangerous too. That is one dude I would not want to have behind me. What he's on. The consistency, though, I personally think Hunter is just going to continue to just slowly walk. It's not going to be like the 450 class with Jet. I mean, Jet has that 450 class just absolutely on lockdown. Like, dude has a perfect 6, like, what, he's 6-0, has a perfect 6 motors. So, and I do not see that changing. The only way I see that changing is if he has a mechanical error with the bike, which I don't find very likely to happen. That's usually something you have in the 250s versus 450s because, like I said, you're running the 250s so much harder than you are a 450. You just kind of lug, and he rides the bike so easy. So easy. So I really, just a freak thing. Maybe he's easy on the clutch. I don't know. I just don't foresee anything like that happening. So I think if anything is going to happen that kind of jeopardize him not having a perfect season or not, you know, / not win the championship, it's going to have to be a wreck. So, and I would imagine if it's going to be anywhere, High Point's a pretty tame track. I mean, I go there not every year, but I've started getting pretty. I like motocross more, I think, now than I do supercross, just because I like the gnarliness to it. So I've been really trying to make it a point to go to High Point. I have to sneeze. My nose is like on fire. It's like getting that burning feeling, you know what I'm talking about? But anyway, Yeah, so I think the only way Jet is gonna kind of talk to me why. Oh, I should have stood up. If I had to say a track I think it would happen, though, before I lose sight of what I was talking about, I would say either Southwick or maybe Millville. I know Millville has that gnarly downhill, and the starts at Millville are always just crazy because it was always the corner, like the first turn is always like, it's always really sharp. You know, Millville, you were like on the gas at Millville, so I don't know. If I'm gonna say I think it's gonna happen, if I'm not wish, I mean honestly, AP's my dude. AP and Ken, like my two dudes, but so I root on. Just because Ken's been through so much, and I just love AP's attitude, dude. I love AP. So stoked for him to get his P2 every weekend. But yeah, those two tracks just kind of stand out to me as the gnarliest. Unless I could just be completely forgetting about one, but Southwick especially. Southwick it's soft, but it's a gnarly track, dude. That track is just crazy. So if I had to see anything happen, I think it'd be there. But other than that, there's really no competition. They don't have anything for him. You know, Eli's out. Like I said, all those guys are out. Ken's out. I completely forgot about Ken earlier. Those guys are all out. It's really just Cooper and AP at this point. Ferrandis is in there too, but I think Ferrandis is still suffering from like his injury to some degree, because this is all credit to Ty Masterpool. My dude was absolutely on it, but 2021 Ferrandis is not getting passed by Ty Masterpool, and that's just a fact. I don't think 2021 Ferrandis is getting passed by anybody besides maybe Jet. But yeah, but I think before the video gets too long, I'm gonna stop it right there. I am gonna try and have I know. It's the first time I remember that jump. I'm starting to finally get a flow here and remember this track. Because like I said, I didn't ride it at all, and I am talking too much, and that's Mxbikes for you. I am going to try to, like I said, piece together a somewhat normal upload schedule. I am starting my last 2 years of college in August of this year, and I'm quitting my last day of my job will be not this Friday, but next Friday. So I'll have 2 months of just kind of freedom, really. I'm going to Florida for a couple weeks, and then I'm going to go up to Maine for a couple weeks, and then I'm just going to have freedom. So I'm going to try and piece together. I'm just going to try and like pre-record videos, like I've said a million times, but I am going to actually try and do it this time, because like I said, I just was thinking the other day, and I was like, dude, just like start recording videos. Like the entire reason I made this channel to begin with was so I could look back, like not just like on gameplay and everything, but just like memories with my friends and everything. And I'm not gonna have anything if I don't upload, so I'm gonna start uploading, hopefully a lot more. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna go. Ty Masterpool was absolutely on it, so you know, that's really kind of what inspired me to make this video. I was like, dude, I have to talk about that. But yeah, maybe we'll talk about High Point this weekend, see how the experience goes in person, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you boys all and gals in